That evening, Thomas puffed into Tidmouth's sheds. Sir Topham Hatt was waiting. He was cross.
Thomas, I hear Percy was pulling your special instead of delivering the mail. And now Percy's mail cars are missing.
Thomas felt bad.
I'm sorry, sir. I don't know where Percy's mail cars are. I will help Percy find them tomorrow.
That's exactly what you'll do tomorrow. By my order!
Sir Topham Hatt's voice boomed round Tidmouth's sheds, from top to tracks. Thomas's friends looked at him. They knew something strange was going on.
Thomas, is everything all right?
Thomas huffed a huge puff. He needed his friend's help.
I have something very important to tell you.
As the stars sparkled above Tidmouth, Thomas told them all about Hero. The engines had never heard such an amazing story. The next morning, Thomas was a really useful engine. He huffed and he puffed. He shoved and he shunted, without stopping to ease his axles. Spencer watched Thomas's every wheel turn and piston pump. Spencer didn't go to work at the Duke and Duchess's summer house. He was too busy watching Thomas to see Gordon go by pulling a flatbed of old engine parts for Hero. Thomas saw Gordon. Gordon saw Thomas, and they smiled. Thomas had worked hard all day. He was going to the Sodor Steamworks. Gordon steamed towards Thomas. Gordon was beaming from buffer to buffer. He was very happy to be helping Hero.
Job done! Job done! Now I must hurry. The express mustn't be late.
Well done, Gordon!
Thank you, Thomas!
At the Sodor Steamworks, sparks flew and cogs creaked. Percy was almost ready to leave. Percy and Thomas smiled. Then Sir Topham Hatt arrived. He was cross.
Thomas and Percy, the mail cars are still missing. Tomorrow you must find them.
Yes, sir. Of course, sir.
Victor could see that Thomas and Percy were worried.
Percy, you're fixed. Come on, Thomas. Cheer your friend up.
I know just how to do that. Follow me, Percy.
Thomas, this afternoon I will leave something for you.
Thank you, Victor. Thank you, Victor!
Thomas and Percy puffed up to Hero's hideout. Percy saw Hero for the first time. He gasped.
Hero, this is my best friend, Percy. Hello?
Hello, Percy. You have a very special best friend. I think that is because you are special too.
Do you have best friends?
Yes, I do. At home.
Do you miss them?
I do.
That's sad.
Don't be sad. Look at my new funnel. Gordon brought it for me. When Gordon smiles, it changes his whole face. It is most interesting.
That made Thomas and Percy smile.
Good night, Hero.
Good night, my friends. Until tomorrow.
On their way home, Thomas and Percy chuffed cheerily past the summer house. Their wheels whirred and their boilers bubbled. Neither of them saw Spencer. Spencer saw them. He was hiding in the shadows. Once they had passed, he slid silently out of the siding.
I'm going to find out what that tricky tank engine is doing. It's time for Steely Spencer to hunt for clues.
In the morning, Thomas puffed off with Percy to find his mail cars.
Are you sure you can't remember where you left them, Percy? I can't! Think very hard, Percy.
I am, but I can only think about Hero.
Emily was busy doing Thomas's jobs on his branch line. Spencer watched her. Emily didn't take any notice of him.
Why is Thomas puffing around the summer house?
I don't know. Thomas is a busy engine. He chuffs all over the island.
This made Spencer cross.
Why are you working on Thomas's branch line?
Because, as I said, Thomas is a busy engine.
Where is he busy?
You're a big, strong engine, Spencer. Why don't you go and look?
Spencer really didn't like this. He stared hard at Emily. Spencer stared so hard, he didn't see Percy and Thomas puff by on the upper track. Nor did he see Edward huff by with a flatbed of engine parts for Hero. That evening, Thomas and Percy puffed up to Hero's hideout.
Look at me now!
Hero's boiler was finished. He was a colorful patchwork of parts. Thomas and Percy were very happy.
You look wonderful. Hooray!
Thank you. But I'm worried for you. That silver engine was sniffing around here last night. Stay away for a little while. Your friends are taking good care of me. Today, Edward was very wise, and tomorrow I think James is coming.
James isn't wise at all. He's a bossy boiler.
And for the first time, Thomas and Percy heard Hero laugh. Loud, long, and happy. The next morning, Thomas and Percy searched the quarry for the mail cars. They couldn't find the cars, but they found Spencer. Mavis was delighted to see Spencer.
Spencer! What an honor. Let me take you around the quarry.
Thomas and Percy thought that was very funny. Spencer didn't. He scowled. And he didn't see James puffing by with a flatbed of parts for Hero. Mavis proudly took Spencer under the slate hopper. He chuffed too quickly. Then, too slowly. Then he rolled back too far. Slate and dust flew down his funnel and bounced off his boiler. Later, Thomas and Percy were taking on coal. Emily chuffed by. She had a flatbed of old parts for Hero. Emily was very excited.
Good luck, Emily.
Then Thomas saw Spencer. Percy gasped.
Cinders and ashes.
Spencer was being pulled by Edward and shunted by Henry. Slate dust had blocked his funnel. Spencer had to go to the Sodor Steamworks. Now, Thomas and Percy could visit Hero safely. They were excited. Hero looked more and more like a really useful engine.
Thomas, I must be really useful before Sir Topham Hatt sees me.
You will be, Hero. Don't worry. I'll make sure of that.
Listen, Spencer. Looking miserable doesn't get the job done any faster. Tomorrow you will be fixed. Come on, give me a smile, just to show me you can.
Thomas and Percy puffed in.
Kevin!
Then, Victor saw that Spencer had closed his eyes because of the noise. Victor winked at Thomas.
No problem, Kevin. Those hooks can be slippy. You're doing a good job, Kevin. Keep going.
And Thomas chuffed carefully away from Spencer and off to Hero with his new parts.
Hero, what do you think about when you're alone?
My home. Since I have been talking to you and your friends about it, I miss it more than ever.
Thomas understood how hard it must be for Hero to be away from home. He wanted to cheer him up.
Tomorrow, Percy is going to puff across the island to get the last part we need for you. Then you will be ready. You won't have to be alone anymore.
Thank you, Thomas. You understand me well.